Good evening, Swirly Nation, and welcome to the friendly confines of the Lemieux Sports Complex for the MidAm Championship. Game 1 between the Esmark Stars and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good evening, everybody, and the playoffs begin now. It's round robin play in the MidAm tournament. I am joined in the Cine TV oven by the doctor himself, Dr. J. Jason Julius.
Hello, boys and girls. We're ready to go. Let's go.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, it's been a little time since we've been together.
Oh, I know. Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the younger boys' seasons are over, and we got the older boys now. So,
yeah, I wrapped up the trip to Quebec. A great time for the 2011s. Making a run up there in the Videotron Center, getting to play quite a few games in that big barn. A beautiful opportunity, beautiful experience, and another great trip for them. But now it
means something.
This matters.
It means something.
This matters, boys. So we're ready to see, and what a fun experience here for game number 1.
Yeah, this week's been awesome already. Yesterday, a lot of games. Today, that's why you play. That's why you practice hard. It's for these games, right?
And so these teams, both Pittsburgh teams here, the Esmark Stars playing out of the Pittsburgh Ice Arena in New Kensington, I believe. That New Ken?
Yeah, New Ken.
A team of friends, but hockey's kind of like the mafia.
Or brothers.
Like when you're on a team, you're family, and if you're not in the family, you're not in the family.
You're not in the circle of trust.
So. So here we are. We're going to come to you live, and all these games this weekend for the Penguins will come to you live here from the Lemieux Sports Complex. And we are expecting a large and ruckus crowd.
Yeah, it's been a great atmosphere here this weekend so far. Early, these are the first games for the 2010 birth year, so the 08s and 09s, the 09 just won this after a previous game, so hey, the boys got to bring it. You got to bring it hard, and standings don't mean anything anymore.
At 100%.
So it should be an exciting one here. Few seconds left in warm up, then we're gonna get moving. We haven't played in a few weeks, 2-3 weeks now. The Philly weekend was the last weekend we played. I'm not sure about the Vengeance. I'm sorry, about Esmark, and the first couple minutes are going to be interesting.
Yeah,
how the boys, they're going to be excited. There's going to be a lot of puck battles, a lot of hard play. But is the Christmas going to be there?
Right, and we've seen a good 2 weeks of practice. I feel like for the Penguins, Esmark has played since the Penguins played 3 weeks ago, but the Penguins team, really good 2 weeks of practice, I feel like. I know they had 3 weeks between games, but the last two, the intensity's been ratcheted up. And it's playoff hockey. This is a feel like we had in Quebec.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, you've got to get it done. There's there's almost no tomorrow in this tournament. We'll talk about the MidAm tournament a little bit here coming up, and the way it's designed and how it goes. What I will point out, we will play 16-minute periods, and then in between the second and third, we'll have an intermission. So definitely something to prepare for.
Yeah, I think one of the keys of the game is the boys, they got to be on at first shift. Every shift, they got to play really hard. I mean, it's with both teams, I mean, there's going to be swings in momentum here, most likely. We've got one game against the Esmark Stars. I don't want to say it's a scrimmage game, but, it wasn't like a weekend game where we caught them. But they're going to be amped up.
Yeah, they're going to be amped up. That one was what, 4-0? I wasn't here for that one. I was with Squish.
Yeah, it was 3-4-0. I mean, we came out to an early lead, and then things just kind of got a little lazy. So that can't happen today.
No.
So.
No, I agree. I watched that one on Live Bar, and always a tough way to watch games. We didn't have Cine TV that weekend, I believe. The man behind the mask here, Mr. Parrish, was in was with Balake in I believe up in New York somewhere. So starting lineup for your Penguins: in net number 1, former Esmark star Zeke Fagan. The defense, the Lucky Sevens, the Casino Kid, 77, Tino Villela, or Jake Starr, and number 7, Tino Villela. Up front for the Penguins, your wings are number 11, Jack Reel, number 43, Cameron Evans, and it's center, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. As the Penguins work the puck deep into the Esmark zone. Under pressure from Reel. Bounced out the center, rolling off the stick of Villela. It's swiped into the Penguins' end to be gathered in by Starr. Starr gets control. Under pressure from Watson, it'll go D to D as Villela finds Evans. Evans chips it by, and he'll chase it down himself. Evans in after it. Body to the corner, frees it up for Filiaggi, in front for Reel. It'll come free to Ofterhide. His drive blocked, and back come the Stars, but Evans there to cut it off at the blue line. He'll find Reel. Reel taps it past the forward. He'll shoot one down low, and Rocco makes the save for the Esmark Stars, a Cleveland kid. As Brady George comes free with it, and the arm is raised, and Esmark will go to the power play. Jack Gostick getting the stick into Brady George. And Jack Gostick will head off for 90 seconds.
Yeah, a little tap to the waist almost, and Brady George hits the ice. So
the referee's actually having a bit of a conversation about it, and I wonder if it is about the ease with which the player hit the deck there.
Well, this is a big penalty kill. You don't want Esmark going up 1-0 on you, so.
It'll be Paris and Shub, the forwards. Kaminsky and Ofterhide, the defense pair. It's banked off the boards, kept in by Kassane, but battled for by Paris. He pops free. It'll be Brady Paris. Driving down the right wing side. In front, a shot by Shuby. Rebound, Paris. They're chopping at it. And it's underneath the goaltender. It was still loose, I feel. And with 11 referees on the ice, you'd figure they would have communicated that. That puck was loose.
Brady Paris just shows his strength there. With the left arm just holding that defender off, and then he gets it to the front of the net. Carter Shuba just chopping wood, hopefully trying to find a puck to go in the net there.
Here's Shuby with a shot. That's blocked as Paris will battle for it. Toss behind the net, stopping back there and reversing as the Stars try to set up the power play. They'll break things out. It's Nenevisa through center to the outside. Carried in on what will be an offside play by Biddle. And the faceoff will come into the neutral zone. 14-17 to go. Gostick with 56 left on his infraction. Evans will take the faceoff for the Penguins. He's flanked by Hartman. It'll be Merlot and Julius, the defense. As it's chopped out the center. Watson stops it there. He'll get past the Penguins defense as they have an opportunity down low to come off the chest of Fagan, in a shot from the point. Fagan on his knees, did not get up after the first one, and that shot gets by, and the Esmark Stars have a power play goal.
Yeah, we just didn't exit.
Hold on to your butts, boys.
We didn't exit the puck there. Julius goes and puts one off the wall. It gets blocked at the point, and a little knuckle puck goes in and beats Fagan. This is what we're talking about. You got to play the game.
Yeah, that one comes out to the point. Not a hard shot, but one that Fagan clearly did not see. And Esmark leads by a goal. They're back in. Ross with a shot for the Stars. That'll be blocked by the Constellation kid, Jake Starr. He'll go D to D. What a breakout here. Villela finds the speedy Gostick with a little bit of anger build up after his penalty resulted in a goal. His centering pass goes through the crease. It'll be center ice for Starr. As the puck exited the zone, the Penguins will dump it in deep. Stars with it behind the net. A breakout play up to the outside. On come the Stars. Around one in front. Knocked away. Finding and firing is Ritson wide of Fagan. It'll be lofted high to the corner. Ross in after it. Starr battling down low. Up the wall for Hartman. Hartman to Gostick. Gostick. He'll exit the zone. Cut off by the Stars. Jenkins and then Zamias. Now Hartman able to get it to Starr. He'll get it deep. And the speedy McFall in after it. MJ McFall banged in the corner. It'll be the Stars taking over to the point. Armstrong in. As the Stars fire it deep. That could have been icing. And I mentioned the referees, 2 full referees and 2 linesmen.
There shouldn't be any missed calls today, that's for sure.
Let's just say MidAm opens up the checkbook for this tournament, apparently. As McFall will look for Parrish, cut off by Jenkins to the point. Here's Kaminsky. His shot to the glove, rebound in front.
There it is.
And it's banged by MJ McFall.
Yeah, just kind of an innocuous little shot on net, and the goaltender wasn't able to grab it and glove it, and MJ just picks up the loose garbage and taps it in, so ties it up 1-1.
Oh, don't stop it out with your boots, Ted. The Penguins have tied the game.
All knotted up.
Llewellyn, Star play catching their own end. Up for Evans, a one-touch to Filiaggi, goes between the wickets. It'll be the Stars back in. Watson, defended to the outside by Star. Pressured by Filiaggi. Filiaggi, good job there to create contact without hitting a kid who turned towards the boards.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to stay out of the box. I mean, these...
As a shot from the point, glove down by Star. As Villela runs into Evans, but it'll pop free to him. Penguins with numbers here. 3-on-2 developing. Evans will send it across. Good defensive play. He gets back to the puck in the corner, getting it to Reel in front. He couldn't slide it across. I think he was trying for Filiaggi there on the back door. Look for the start. Look at what the Stars are doing here out of their own end. Biddle all the way at the Penguin blue line with the Penguins in deep. Penguins have to take advantage of having numbers in the Star zone. Here comes Julius. Around Evans, driving in. Evans will fill in for the Penguins defenseman. As it comes out in front, there's Evans with a shot down low, rebound, banging at the side of the net, and it is underneath the goaltender.
Yeah, I don't think Cam got a whole lot on that shot, but just enough to get it to the goaltender and unable to poke that one in, so.
We got Nini out there, Jess Hartman watching live. I know they're doing like the I-79 500 as multiple playoff games for the Hartman family here. As the Penguins control in the offensive zone, it'll be Gostick to the point, Julius. Julius' shot bouncing around in front. It'll end up in the corner. Gostick pokes it free. We gathered in by Shuby. Shuby up to Julius. Julius across to Merlot. Little one touch and they'll work it back deep to Shub. Shub to Merlot in with a heavy shot that ends up in the mitt of Rocco the goalie.
Good play by David there to slip into that little soft area there and get a shot on net.
It'll be an offensive zone face-off here for Pittsburgh. Tied at 1, 11:01 to play in the first. It'll be Gostick and a whistle blows. With the extra linesmen out there, they will be all over these face-off plays. We got Grammy Stetz, who will be making her way to Pittsburgh for tomorrow's game. She's out there. Rachel Hammers as well, cheering on Jack Reel, the real deal. On the chat, you can chat too with us by being a subscriber and chatting with us on the chat board. As Brady George pressures Rylan Ofterhide here. Ofty reverses to Brody Carter. Bouncing puck will be picked up by Ofterhide. Behind his own net. In front. It'll pop free. Zamias trying to get a shot off, and Shuby there to defend. And a player tried to hit Shub and got the worst of that one.
He sure did.
That was Connor Ike. Here comes Gostick through center. Leaving to the line for a shot down low. Shuby, first one to it with the hustle. His centering pass will come off an Esmark defender, and they'll work it to the outside under immediate pressure from the Penguin goal scorer, McFall. He battles down deep. Can he get control of it? Esmark will turn away from McFall's pressure. A bouncing puck wedged to center. Here's Hartman. Taken away by Watson. They'll drive in. 2-on-2 the play. Star pokes it to the outside. Chop that. As we work the corner here. It'll be to the point for a shot. Ike, it's deflect high in the air. Villela with a nifty play to get control.
Play there.
Creativity from number 7 is Hartman. Fires it across, looking for McFall. It just bounces over his twiggle. Wrist one heavily at the cage. as the Penguins change defenseman. Here is Julius. Orange Julius sends it in. It'll come in on net, so no icing. And the Penguins will look for a line change as Parrish battles. Out with it comes Hartman. Hartman to the point, Julius. Julius, a shot deflects by Evan. Kept that stick below the crossbar, they say. It'll go to the corner.
It was close.
Coming out in front, Parrish. He's got Evans at the backside. It's just knocked away before he can slide it across. It'll pop free. Ross will put it in for Esmark and take a bump. Off the boards, here's Evans. Tapping it to Hartman with speed, joined by Julius. Also Parrish on the rush. As it comes in front, it's chopped away from Hartman by the Esmark defense. Evans will get to it along the half wall. Penguins changing behind him as he tosses it in deep. Fresh unit on here for the boys in white. The Penguins wearing those white uniforms as Ofteride picks one off. He's in, onside, to the outside, Filiaggi in front, Evans, and it just goes by the twig.
A good read by Ofteride there to intercept that pass in the neutral zone.
Evans looking to deflect again, rebound to Filiaggi. It goes off his shin pad to the corner. And it'll be iced by Esmark. As Esmark gets it out, Penguins leading in shots 8-2, a 1-1 score on the one that matters. But we've seen the Penguins really kind of get to their game a little bit here.
Yeah, the early penalty kind of threw them off their game, and now they're back in the offensive zone making plays. And we see Realsy at the point right now.
We got Jamaica in the house. Jamaica me crazy.
Oh, I was just listening to some Bob Marley.
Kinnear.
Just listening to some Bob Marley on the radio.
As Filiaggi has it behind the net. He's knocked off the puck. Evans will get in on the forecheck. He'll trade off with Filiaggi. Now Reel along the half wall to intercept it. Behind the net, Evans. He'll wrap it around, and it's a good save by Rocco. Pressured by Filiaggi to the point. Here's Ofteride. Deep again. As the Penguins look to pin him in, it'll be Reel on the forecheck this time. Reel disrupting as Esmark will ice it again.
That line did a really good job of transitioning from F3 to F1 and F3 to F1.
Looks like they're staying out for this offensive zone draw.
Forcing that icing play by Esmark.
Evans has been out here a while. He had an early change. Reel and Filiaggi got out a good bit later, so hopefully Evans doesn't get caught with dead legs here. Reel in the corner. Up the wall, kept in by Villela. Down to Filiaggi along the half wall. He'll twist off the boards, kicking it deeper for Reel. Reel in front, looking for Evans. Will come off an Esmark defender. Good play there. And back come the Stars. It'll be Biddle trying to get through Star. That does not go well. As the Penguins go back the other way, it's a 3-on-2 developing. Here's Reel dragging one to the middle. His first shot, no go. Second shot, spun wide of the net. Evans out of the corner, in front. One-timer or a spinning shot by Filiaggi.
Yeah, he just missed that shot.
Oof. Reel paddles deep. Filiaggi able to get off. The Penguins do need a change here as Evans will get to it. Evans on the half wall. Pinned on a big and he gets it to Gostick with a heavy shot. Can he wrap it around? It'll go off the goalie. No. Gostick now. In front and he scores! Just a man among boys down low.
Yeah, he was just battling hard.
Clance caught it. Oh, that's Jack Gostick.
We just got to be careful, though. We
Finding the 5-hole.
We can't get stuck out there too long. You got to transition in the other zone. We got some worn out boys, but Jack Gostick just overpowering people. Fires it in. 2-1 Pens.
It'll be Gostick to the faceoff dot. We got Beth Villela out there. Helen Cribble cheered on Rylan Ofteride and the Bash Brothers Media. Looks like state champions in AAA for the Chicago Fury. Keep those chats coming in. Here's Gostick, the recent goal scored. Working down deep. Shot by the fine wine will be gloved by Rocco and Hell.
Penguins up 14-2 on shots so far. So to say it's a little lopsided on shots is a bit of an understatement, huh?
Yeah, 14 now to 2.
But again, it only counts for the ones that go in. You know what I've noticed is Esmark's they're trying to spring somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to get that wing out as Armstrong wrap it around.
Stuffs it in.
And Cruiser wraps it around and gives the Penguins a 3-1 lead, and you can see the terrible towels in the stands just waving as the Penguins have taken a 3-1 lead.
That was a clearing attempt by Esmark that just did not get out of the zone. And Armstrong's able to regain the puck behind the net and just stuff it in.
And just like that, Jack Gostick's a +2. I love it. It'll be Paris to take the face-off. Through center comes the rangy Penguin forward. In on net, carrying it free. He'll bank it off the outside. I thought that went in for a second.
I thought he snuck it in, but.
Here's Kaminsky in his own end. Sent all the way down. It'll be icing on the Penguins. It'll come all the way back. So Esmark strikes early on the power play. A shot from the point. The Penguin just didn't see, I don't think, and then
faced one other shot, and that's it. I mean.
Yeah. And now the Penguins have stormed out 3 in a row here for the Penguins with 5:45 to play in the first. It's rimmed behind. Here's Ofterhide. Ofterhide. Bouncing puck will come all the way to center ice, gathered in by the Stars. Out to Watson. Watson under pressure from Paris. Kaminsky wedging at it. Puck will bounce around. Kaminsky ends up with control. Here's McFall. And ultimately it pops free to Ofterhide in his own end. Under pressure is McFall. Wedges it off the board, gets it deep, and here comes Paris. Paris frees it up for Carter. Carter behind the net, trying to center one. And now McFall popping free, able to disrupt the puck. Shot from Starr at the point. Knocked down in front was Paris. And the Penguins keep it in a second time, but ultimately on the third attempt, Esmark will fly through center. A wrist shot blocked by the Penguins.
Yeah, it was a great job by Brody Carter covering for Tino.
Here's Paris onside at the Esmark line before being knocked off the biscuit. A free puck will roll to Starzy. Starzy trying to go around Kassane. Kassane will take it away, and Reel will take it right back, finding Filiaggi, a backhander. Rises up over the 4x6. Starr in deep on the play, disrupting, but he'll gather it in at the point now for Evans along the wall. He's looking, he finds Villela crashing down, his wrist shot gloved and held.
Good look by Cam there to see Tino streaking down the wall.
You like to see those eyes up, that chin angle, that head up as you come off, cutting in front, the defense collapsing, and you're able to find that defenseman inside the dots there with a great scoring chance for Villela as Merlot rims it around. It'll be Reel behind the net. He banks it off the back of the cage. As Esmark will try the near side on a breakout. Coming through center is Ritson, former Penguin. Played with these boys as a squirt. Rolling puck. Can't quite get there as Reelsy. It'll be picked up by Esmark, but cleared by the Penguins. Now Kassane in his own end, across to Ritson. Ritson will rim it deep. Getting it behind, Fagan to be picked up by the fine wine Merlot. As the Penguins break out, it's Reel. Reel across to Evans. Evans will catch it in flight. Trying to go around to the outside. That's intercepted, but Evans stays right with it. Reel follows on with the support. Good pressure here as Filiaggi pops free. Can he get it in front? He does, but it comes off a stick. Good defensive play as ultimately Filiaggi couldn't quite pull it to the backhand. Great play by Rocco the goalie to break that up. Here comes Ritson to the line, defended by Ofterhide. And Ofterhide will send it back the other direction to Hartman. Hartman ramps it off of a stick. The Stars right back to it. They'll dump it deep. Ofterhide to the biscuit. Up to Hartman. Hartman across, looking for Armstrong. George tries to light him up. That didn't go well for 43 in red, but he's back on the biscuit. 43 and, or 40, 33 maybe. 43's Ike. Can't tell, he tucks that jersey in. Little pistol is Brady
30,
George. 33 and 43 out there.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Zamias knocked down by Armstrong at center ice as he dumps it in.
Yeah, we just got to be careful about staying out of the box.
I think Cruz did a great job keeping the elbow down, finishing a check through the chest of a kid with the puck. That was perfect. Here's Kaminsky in his own end. The Stars backing up. They'll just missed Ofterhide, but get it free to Hartman, who tries to chop it deep. It'll be rejected by Esmark. The outside for a dump in by Gostick. Coljohn. Gonna set it up, work it to the outside. Penguins cut it off at the line. That was Villela, free to Gostick. Gostick already has one as he comes free. Shoots it backside, it comes off Villela. On the rebound and wide, it'll be cleared for icing. No icing, no icing.
It did touch the defender of the Penguins. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, sweet buttery crumpets. Fagan said that the whole way across. A little too close to his net for my comfort.
For our vantage point, it looked a lot closer than it should have been.
But confidence is key in hockey, so he is playing with that. Shuby looking for Paris. It'll come off him back to the Penguin forward as he'll find Starzy on the outside. He'll wind and crank one down low. Coljohn makes the save. Up to the point for Starr. Starr will wind and fire. That goes off. Shuby and wide to the net. Shuby works to the corner now. Now Paris. Paris to Julius. Julius down the wall. Here is Paris again. Down low. Shub. Give and go out of the corner. Stepping in front. Chopping away. Puck free. And it just trickles wide to the near side. Julius with the shot. It'll be blocked. And out comes Watson, who dumps it behind the Penguins defense as they look for a change. No icing. Not far enough. Penguins will try to get some fresh legs on as well. As Real is fresh. Brody Carter able to get control, but has it roll off the twig there. Turns it back up and gets control as he gains the zone. Now Real with it to the outside. Harris in front as he's bodied to the boards. 3 Esmark star players in the corner as it comes free to Merlot. Works it down low for Real. Real behind the cage. Battle in front. It'll be played to the point for Julius. Evans deflects it just wide. He's gotten 3 or 4 now on those deflections. Missed. Here's Ross. The Penguins defense caught. Evans on a back check. That's my favorite play my kid has made maybe all year. Flying back through the neutral zone to make a 2-on-1, a 2-on-2.
And we get a little block shot there to keep that puck out of the net after 1 period. I don't know if these numbers are right, but we got 20 shots.
You do that in a game, that's a lot of shots.
That's a lot of shots.
So 20-3 the shots on the board, 3-1 the score here. From the beautiful Lemieux Center in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, practice home of the 5-time Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins, and the currently Jake Getzelis Pittsburgh
No more
Penguins.
Jake Shakes, huh? No more Jake Shakes.
Joined in the booth here by Mr. Martin.
Martin Brodeur. No more Jake Shakes.
Mostly concerned about the Jake Shake situation.
They got to find
They're still half off for today.
Are they?
Yes. No free ads, though.
They got to find another guy with a rhyming name. Jake Shake.
It'd be called the Jeremy Jiggle.
I don't know. I mean, we got to look at the name. I mean, the Crosby Crunch. I don't know.
Yager Peanut Butter was fantastic. Casperitis Crispers or the pickles.
You know what's funny is I had a stick signed from 1991 when Craig Patrick's kid was playing with me, and I got a signature of Yarmer Yager on a co-host stick with the fiberglass on the exterior. Like, I don't know what's in the inside. I picked that thing up when my kid was sharpening his skates. It's like a lead pipe. It's so heavy.
Yeah, but it'd be hardly better than the $300 a clip we spend on sticks now that break every 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We sure as hell didn't break sticks like that.
No, not at all.
Well, so you're sacrificing, the weight for
Penguins will start the second. It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, and Real as Evans rims it deep behind Kolchak. Played to the corner. Filiaggi there to take control. He'll send it across looking for Kaminsky. Just missed the Penguin defenseman as the Penguins toss it in on an offside play. Real was still in the zone as Kaminsky fired in. I think this is getting the whole way back to the Penguin line. Or no, center ice here. Center ice will be the faceoff.
Yeah, it'll be from where the pass was to the closest face-off dot from where the pass was. So.
It will go to the Penguin line.
They're going all the way. I don't know. He was right at center ice when he made that pass. But.
I think that was a little bit of, I'm not going to call the intentional, because clearly Real was still in the zone when Kaminsky fired it in, but I'm also not going to give you the center ice. So the Stars will control the faceoff, and now it's dumped in by Real. Evans firing in after it. He's angled by Nenavais as Kolchak plays it to the near boards. Filiaggi reads it well, disrupting, but the Stars will take control before Kaminsky keeps it at the line. Here's Real. Just a blind backhand goes off of Filiaggi. Evans will poke it to the Penguin center iceman behind the net. In front looking for Evans, chopping at the side of the net. It'll come free to the near side wall for the Real deal. Up to Ofti. Ofti across to Evans. Evans down low for Filiaggi, and it was just about shin high when it got to him. As it came off a defender's stick there and popped up in the air. Filiaggi tried to swat it out of the air as Kaminsky's shot from the points deflected to the area behind the net. The Stars will get to it. Evans will lay the lumber. And Ofter, I can't quite keep it at the line. He'll gather it at center instead. Coming free to Filiaggi. He gets wide. Evans cutting in. He'll get the puck free, and he just couldn't connect. A great read by Filiaggi to find the Evans, who had gotten body position. As Star will control it to the wall. That was good execution. Love that play. Is this line going to get potentially caught out here again as puck will come off of Fegan? It's tossed up by Filiaggi. Battled for deep. Star will switch off, chopping at it. Penguins can't clear there. It'll come in front of scrum as Villela, now Real will come away with it. He goes high up off the glass. Bouncing puck will exit this. Oh, no, they're going to say onside. Wow. He's right on the line. Yeah. He's closer than I am. As the Stars will battle down deep, Villela comes away with it. Up off of a Star again. Zamias turns it towards the net. It'll pop free. Here's Evans. Can he break free? He can't. Good stick by Kassane. As it's swatted up in the air, and it'll be an offside play. Penguins needed that change.
Yeah, we needed that, regardless of what that play ended up happening. But it shows you, though, you can't get caught out there too long. Yeah, you get gassed. Never know what's going to happen.
It'll be Gostick on the draw. He's been excellent on faceoffs for the Penguins. I think he's their best faceoff guy. And he wins it cleanly to Julius. He'll find the fine wine Merlot. Off the boards. Lost high up off the glass. Knocked out of the air by Ritson. No call on the high stick. As Hartman will get it go between his legs, but Gostick had yet to clear the zone, so we will get an offside play and a faceoff nonetheless. They're going to say the faceoff at center. They are. Wait, how's it coming back to the Penguin line?
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Whatever. Is what it is. Here's the fine wine Merlot. Off the stick of Julius, onside, no icing as Gostick just fires to the puck. He'll carry across the top of the zone. He's got McFall in front as he tries to get one off. It comes free, rebound bouncing around. Merlot with a drive. That hit Hartman somewhere, and he is felled.
Yeah, he looked like that oak tree I took down a few years ago.
Wrist shot by Ross, blocked perfectly by Julius, and another wrister coming from Leneke is gloved by Fegan. Couple shots getting through there on the Penguin goaltender. Or just one, I guess. First one was blocked by the defense. See the Penguin center iceman, Paris. The Frenchman. I don't know if he's French, but he's named after the city. So.
Paris.
Are you French? His dad says no, I say yes.
No. Well, there's two S's, so.
As it comes free, here's Armstrong. Couldn't quite get it through.
Too many letters.
Oh, a little interference there on Harmy as it comes straight to the point. It deflects off a stick. It'll say high stick here. That should be that stick up high. It's weird that you're not French, given that you wear a beret often, Nick. Oh, no, beret. I'm sorry, beret. With this beautiful locking, flowing hair.
He had great hair in 1990.
Back when you got that stick.
Yeah. It's bad that the 90s are like the 60s now for our parents, right?
I know.
Isn't that scary?
Oh. It's frightening.
Great crowd here tonight.
Excellent
Friday night,
crowd.
8:30.
I see Mr. Geary down there. Packed house here. I expect another great crowd tomorrow in the 11-10 game for these guys. As a puck will come free to Nanavisa at the Esmark line. Played to Ofterheid, all the way across to Shuby. Shuby's got Paris, he'll find him. He weaves in, takes a hit for Mike. Comes free to the corner. Drives in, pulls up, centers one. He was looking for Shub. It'll be knocked away, and here comes Watson. Stepping up is Kaminsky to play takeaway. On a stick lift, and back come the Stars.
And
Players collide, and it'll be Shub headed off. Tripping will be the call. He kind of got that leg out there.
Yeah.
I think it's a right call.
I don't have a problem with that call.
You can see down in the one corner here the 2011s, including the currently on crutches Squish Tender down there with his buddies. A lot of the 2011s showing up here for this one, supporting the 2010s. They're in the corner, the Esmark corner now. The Penguin offensive zone as we look to get on the PK. It'll be Filiaggi to take the faceoff. That draw won by Esmark. Evans pressures along the wall. Ritson will reverse it up high. Here's Kassade. Across to Jenkins. A wrist shot. Cleared to the corner by Starr. He'll toss it all the way around. It goes past one, but kept in by Kassane. Down to the wall for Ritson. It'll bounce over his skate. Kassane now with a hand pass.
Yep.
But the Penguins will control. They'll go up off the glass. Evans might break free.
What's the whistle for?
I have no idea. That went off the glass, and Evans was flying.
I think that was a boo-boo by one of the officials.
That was, I don't know what the whistle was
It
for.
should be out of the zone if he made a mistake.
Those cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They will come out of the zone, I think. No, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the Penguins penalty killers will come out of the zone. The penalty killers are Filiaggi, Evans, and the Constellation Kids. Or I'm sorry, the Casino Kids. Constellation Kid, Jake Starr. And number 17, Valella. Center ice face-off on an errant whistle by the official. Filiaggi to take the draw.
Minute one left in this penalty kill here.
Face-off controlled again by Esmark. Kassane and Jenkins play catch. Across, here comes Ritson in, defended by Valella. Trying to get it towards the net. Valella rejects it out the center. Williams for Esmark. To the outside, Kassane. It'll be significantly offsides. They had players in front of the net. Puck still wasn't in the zone. So that'll come again outside the Penguin zone. Penguins have killed off the first 54 seconds of the Shuby trip. Like to see the Penguins get a little back into it here. 20 shots in the first period, only 2 so far through the first 5. Actually 2-2 here in this second frame. Of course, the Penguins on a minute of penalty killers. Here comes Gostick. He's got Real with him. He looks, he'll wrist one. Goes off the stick and end of ice. It gathered in along the wall by Real. Poked further for Gostick. They'll try to play a little give and go off the corner. He's pinned against the boards, and the Stars will take control. So they play catch through the neutral zone. In on an onside play for a wrister. Blockered by Fagan and chopped at there as the Penguin goaltender covers that one up.
7 seconds left in the penalty here for the boys. And Shubayi is getting some instructions there from Coach Kevin.
It'll be Gostick on the draw. He'll win another one. Banked all the way around, and the Penguins clear the zone. And Aviso gather it at center, trying to wait for his mates to get on side, knocked down. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name for Esmark, as Fagan makes a big-time save on the backside. He's got like 37 letters in his name.
They had to give him a separate jersey.
Just to complete it. I think it goes wraps underneath. As Gostick looked for real, it'll miss his stick, and it'll be icing on the Pens.
All evened up here, 10 minutes left.
10 minutes ago, 3-1. Penguins leading. We'll go back to the Penguin zone. Looks like 67,842 of you joining us live right now. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click that subscribe button. And then you can chat us. Chat with us. Say hi. We should set up a Venmo, and we can collect donations for a Cine TV dinner for the staff. Maybe we could hit up a Burger King or something.
I like it. Because it's a $50 meal to go to Burger King now.
Yeah, now it is. We'll have to go to the Longhorn lunch special, $8.99 chicken sandwiches. With a side. Best lunch in town, if you ask me. As the Stars are under pressure from Carter, following on Hartman, a bouncing puck. They'll gather it along the boards. Laying it off the wall to himself, driving the middle. And he stays right with it. I love the just tenacity in 14 for the Penguins as it's gloved down by Merlot. His dump in will go to the corner. Under pressure from Carter as a shot will come off a defender.
Oh, Villela with the tip in!
And Tino Villela with the pickle stabber out
he
there.
Just stabbed it.
Just poked the old Pittsburgh pickle stabber.
Just poke it in the net.
You got to just get it hard enough to get past that hard exterior of the pickle as you jam it in there.
He had to keep up with his brother this week. Vince, he scores a goal for the first time in his high school career there, scores one in the playoff game against Mount Lebo, and Tino says, I'm going to score two.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Tino Villela makes it 4-1 Penguins.
I'm going to score two.
In deep by the Penguins. Armstrong with the pressure. He loses the twig. And McFall loses his stick now. Villela keep it at the point.
As long as we don't lose our skates, we're all right.
Everybody's got their sticks back. As Armstrong comes away in front looking for Paris. As it'll be gathered in Army at center. They'll rim it deep. McFall knocked down as he's crashing down low. The 20s line here. The roaring 20s. As Paris rinds in and he fans on one. Back comes Ritson, a 3-on-2 developing here for Esmark. Ritson will center one, another pass will come off Kaminsky's skate. As they were looking for the tic-tac-toe tappy for Ross on the backside. Here's Ofterhide, chopping one up. Rolling puck will pop free, here's Kaminsky with it. In the Penguin zone. Under pressure, takes 1, 2, 3 chops, gets it to Paris. He weaves in. Look at those silky mitts on Paris as he drives into the middle. Back Real coming free. Esmark will weave all the way in. He'll go out the side of the net. Gathered in by Viliaggi. McFall on the near side here. Viliaggi behind the net. Lost around. Kept by Merlot. Real driving one. That's kicked away. Now Viliaggi behind the net. 2/3 of that line out there now as McFall's in support. Now Real. Who's going to come away with it? McFall.
You don't like
Couldn't
to see
quite
all
jam
three
it in.
guys down below the net, though.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Real does a great job with the body there to come away with it. As Real's got it. He'll carry it behind the net. Up top. D-to-D play. Merlot shoots one. It deflects. Upping free for Watson. Under pressure from Evans. Watson will stay in control. But Filiaggi, good read to slide over. Couldn't quite come away with it. As the Penguin forward will take over. Here's Julius now for Merlot. Up for Filiaggi. Rimming it around Evans. Real hopping to it. Switching with Filiaggi on the forecheck. Good read there. Puck batted around and nobody able to come away with it for the Penguins. Esmark will. Evans filling in on the defense. Is Starr with the back pressure. Jake Starr comes away with it. He has it taken away, and it'll come free to Filiaggi or to Villela. Villela to Evans. Evans winds, fires. His heavy wrister comes off the blocker to the netting above, and we'll get a whistle.
We had a defenseman in there. All three guys below the dots. They got to be careful with that. It just could be a quick transition the other way.
Great job by the Pens, though, to cover that.
Yeah, Cam
they still had two guys
Cam
back.
was covering the point. But again, we got to be a little more careful with that.
Walter Braden down there cheering on Tino for his goal.
Yeah, you don't want to give the Stars any life here going into the third period.
From Melbourne, Florida. You're not the furthest south, though. We got Jamaica in the house.
Who's in Jamaica right now?
Mike Kinnear. Montego Bay. Next time, you got to take the Cine TV crew with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, as Gostick will send one through the high slot just past Shuby. He'll reverse to the point for Villela. Villela winding, looking, he'll fire one. And look at the guy, he almost got another one there. Jeez. A sneaky shot through traffic.
He's like, my brother might be better at golf than me, but I'm going to score more goals at the point.
His brother is good at golf, holy cow. Penguins have taken the shot lead in the period 6-5, 26-8 overall. As Gostick sets to take the faceoff. This one controlled by Esmark. He doesn't lose many. Oh, bouncing puck at center will be gathered by Ofty. Put to the line. Bumped by Gostick. Gostick coming all the way across to challenge Kassane and chop it deep for Shuby. In front! Brody Carter kicked away by the Paddock Holjon. Shot from off their hide will come in off that same pad.
Shuby did a great job just boxing that guy out and getting the pass over.
Esmark battles behind their own net. Kassane will come away with it. To the half wall, but under pressure immediately by Brody Carter. Puck rolling around and carried out the center. Here comes Ritson. Bojangles fired off the stick of Ofterhide. Gathered by Fegan and played to that near wall here, where Gostick puts on a move. Nice will knock it off his stick, but he'll gather it back in. Gostick in, looking, saucing all the way across. That was filthy as it bounces off of Shuby's stick.
That was actually a really good job by the defender to get a stick on that.
Here comes Hartman behind the net off the pad. I think it's the third time they've hit that pad in the last minute. Here's Merlot. Back into the Esmark end, set up by Cole John behind the net. Pressured by Armstrong, comes free. Hartman couldn't quite gather it. Here's Parrish to it in the corner though. He'll go up the wall, looking for Julius. He'll fire one deep in behind the Esmark cage. Slapped that, but kept in by the fine wine. Puck chopped about.
And they're going to give a penalty to somebody.
It'll be Brady George, I believe. He's going to head off as they gather the puck. I stick the call on 33 for Esmark. George will head off, and the Penguins will head to the power play here. Power play will be Parrish, Armstrong, and Hartman with the Casino Kids. 7-7-7 at the point.
The Penguins could capitalize here. It's going to make a really tough mountain to climb for Esmark in the third period.
Face-off controlled back. Villela looking. He'll go across to Starzy. Now Paris. Paris walking in. He has it knocked away. Good play there by Nenevisa, and it's cleared by Esmark. Villela now Star. Up for the crisscrossing Hartman. In onside. Around Nenevisa. Swatted at it. Free to Paris, whose shot stopped by Koljon. Ike with it in the Esmark zone. Couldn't quite clear. Hartman backside looking for Paris. And now Hartman's going to head off. Yeah, you got to play the puck, buddy. Interference will be the call.
Okay, knots it up.
So we'll play 4-on-4 action here for 52 seconds before the Penguins will have a PK. This faceoff will come all the way back into the Penguins' end to the right of Fagan. Reel takes the draw. Controlled by Esmark. They'll work it to the point for a shot that goes wide. It's chopped off a Fagan stick. Comes free. Kaminsky couldn't quite poke it to Reel there. They battle along the wall. Reel will come away with it. Sending it across. Can Evans break free? It'll be Nenevisa defending. Evans goes around him. Gets to it. Comes in. Goes to the backhand and tucks it free.
Tucks it in.
And Cameron Evans is a duck-billed platypus. Bonk, 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 bonk. And the Penguins lead 5-1.
He's able to cut across. Fortunately, that puck just doesn't go far enough into the zone. He's able to cut across and tuck it in on the far side.
And the Penguins get a 4-on-4 goal. It'll be Evans again with the puck. This time to the near side for a shot that he looks like went off of a stick. I believe Lanicky getting a stick to it. Oh, Ross has Evans on the back check. Just battling deep in the Esmark end here, right at the line actually. And they keep battling, they keep working. It's in the skates, comes across, kept in by Ofterhut. He's got Reel driving. He'll feather it through. A backhander goes off the pad. Evans to it now, Ofty. Esmark now with the man advantage. Penguins have to be cognizant. 30 seconds here of Esmark power play time. Reel up on the forecheck. Biliagi, a fresh penalty killer, as Russell wrist one. Good block by Kaminsky. Gathered in by Ofty. Put off the near side corner for Biliagi. Up the outside for Reel. Reel will find Kaminsky in flight. Hair flowing behind him as he cuts across. Takes a bump. Gets it all the way to the corner. In front. It pops free. And it doesn't get finished. Penguins got to get back.
Yeah,
Penguins have a player down in front, but Reel able to get on the forecheck. And now we're back to even strength. As Esmark will fire down its icing on the Stars. So we got 13 only games going on right now. Out of town scoreboard here. Indiana Elite leading the Pittsburgh Predators on the sheet right behind us, 2-0. And the Columbus Blue Jackets leading the Pittsburgh Vengeance 2-1. I believe that game at Robert Morris. As the Penguins control the faceoff, it'll be Julius trying to slap it deep. Has it bounce over his twig, but there's McFall. Unable to keep control at the line. Julius turns. Penguins changing up the lines here a bit or something. Biliagi's out with McFall and Hartman here. It'll come free. Here's McFall weaving through center, poking it past Jenkins, and it'll be the first one too. He's got Biliagi with him. Crashing the net will come off of Koljon and cleared by Esmark. The These the first games of the 13. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a penalty on Julius.
Going to give him a roughing call.
And if he wants out of this one, he better call Saul. As now we're going to get that intermission we talked about. And if I'm not back in 2 minutes, wait longer. All right, we are back here, intermission time. And we're joined here by the pickle stabber dad himself, Mark Malella.
Yeah.
If anybody needs a Porsche, go see Mark down at Pittsburgh Porsche.
Yeah.
I need some like Cine TV Pittsburgh Porsche
Tell him
swag.
Cine Squirrel sent ya.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be down. All right, so I got a little bit intermission talk for you guys. First things first, we'll fill you in. The Penguins up 5-1 here through 32-9. The shots on goal.
Well, we're gonna have to kill this penalty off.
They will head to the sin bin on the Julius Minor for, what'd you say, roughing?
Roughing.
Crime Dog's favorite penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
But we do want to talk about the winner of this tournament. It's an important tournament, the MidAm tournament, right? First year ever for the 13 only division. They're going to have a national championship played in Michigan at USA Hockey Arena. They're only taking division winners. So
12 teams.
12 teams.
That's it.
Whoever comes out of this tournament on Sunday with a banner heads to Michigan. So the tournament's set up this way. 6 teams, 1 division. Ranked 1 through 6 going into the tournament, and then the schedule devised in a way that kind of weights the schedule so that the 1 seed plays 4, 5, 6, the 2 seed plays 3, 5, 6, the 3 seed plays, and so on. And the top 2 teams will meet on Sunday right here at the Lemieux Center, the other side, on the Covestro rink, for the MidAm Championship and the tickets to USA Hockey Arena.
Right now, Indiana is up 3-0, I believe, against the Predators.
So 3-0 lead for Indiana over the Pittsburgh Predators and a 4-2 lead for the Columbus Blue Jackets over the Pittsburgh Vengeance.
In the third, or is that over?
It is in the third.
In the third.
Both games, I believe, in the third. Or no, maybe that other game's probably not in the third yet. It might be. But
no, it's probably going to be right after this. So
yeah,
they started. Well, no, actually, they started at 7:40.
They started before us, so they might be in the. They're probably in the third.
Yeah.
It looks like. But there are some teams with their tickets already punched to nationals. So the Buffalo Junior Sabres, the number 4 ranked team in the country, they won the state of New York last weekend. I know a lot of their fans tune into our games, so congratulations to the Buffalo Junior Sabres, headed to USA Hockey Arena. The LA Junior Kings winning out west. They will head to Detroit. The Minnesota Loons have also punched their tickets out of the great state of hockey of Minnesota.
Wasn't there a North Dakota team that just won recently?
And Team North Dakota. Yeah. So those 4 teams have tickets. This weekend, the majority of the rest of them will play. I do believe there will be 11 bids in hand by Monday.
Okay.
And then the final bid will come from the Atlantic region, where the Philadelphia Junior Flyers have a bye to the final, which will take place next weekend. A 3-game series on whoever comes out of their district round robin play this weekend. And that's been an exciting adventure out there as well. So they've got games going on out there. So we would look to, and as well as this weekend, I believe the Chicago, Missouri, Illinois region, I believe the Reapers have escaped.
Okay.
Maybe to the finals of that. They may be. I don't know who they play.
Yeah,
maybe St. Louis.
Teams, a lot of good teams in that Midwest division there in the Chicago area. So, there's obviously going to be a team or 2 that just doesn't make it.
But you got to figure out the Atlantic. You have 2 of the top 6 teams according to my hockey rankings: the Flyers and the Avalanche. One of them's not coming.
Yep.
Same with.
What about the Boston area? Who's?
So it's likely the Flames, as the Eagles will not be eligible.
Okay.
So that's kind of the breakdown of what you're looking at here and why these events, and you might see a ramped up intensity here in some of these games. These games clearly matter.
Absolutely.
And so, you get a little bit of ramped up intensity. You get a bounce here, a bounce there. We saw the 08s earlier today, I think number 4 ranked team in the country, get down 3-0 to a Columbus, a hardworking Columbus team that with 10 minutes left of the game, they come storming back. The Penguins scored 3 in regulation and then 1 in overtime to take the win and escape that one. So, it's a tournament. The way the tournament's set up, you kind of got to win them all. You could lose one, but then you're playing with fire.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to win out and call it a day. I mean, there's not a lot of messing around there. You just got to win it.
Well, and ultimately, if you have that slip up, goal differential matters. So this is one of those situations. Penguins lead by 4. Not a game that's exceptionally close in shots, 32-9, right? But a game that a bounce here and a bounce there, there's a big difference between a 4-goal win and a 6 or 7-goal win, or a 4-goal win and a 2-goal win.
Absolutely.
And so the Penguins have to come out where they're not used to an intermission. It hasn't happened all year. Hasn't happened since Quebec last year.
Yeah,
right?
honestly, and we're at least getting the clean ice. Sometimes you get the game where we're cutting the ice in the second period. So,
Yeah. So definitely some differences here and some interesting storylines. As you can also follow this tournament on the MidAm website under district tournaments. You have the Pittsburgh UBMC Lemieux Sports Center hosting all of the regions here for MidAms. We mentioned this is the U13 or the 13 only bracket.
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was 130.
The 13 only division. They're getting their first round of games in. In the 09 division, the U14 division, the Penguins currently 2-0. They're the only unbeaten team right now. So that's that, like, you could have a slip maybe.
Yeah.
Penguins able to be 2-0. It's 16-4 goal differential.
That's South. No, they're 0-2. My bad.
Yep, they're 0-2. So Cleveland, Columbus, the Vengeance, and the Predators all 1-1 in that bracket. And then the 15 only division, so this would be the 08s. That's that unit where the Penguins are kind of escaping with one there. 2-0 in that one, as well as the Esmark Stars, who've only given up 1 goal. 5 goals for, 1 goal against, a perfect record. The Penguins were only with 5 points there because of the overtime win that we talked about. In the 16 and under division, Cleveland 2-0, and the Penguins 1-1, along with 1-1 Culver, Gilmore, and Columbus. Esmark 0-2. And in the U18 division right now, the Penguins unbeaten at 2-0. Esmark unbeaten at 2-0. Culver Academy unbeaten at 2-0. And Gilmore, Columbus, and Cleveland all 0-2. So that's where you look there. The goal differentials coming into play as the Penguins are a +6, Esmark a +4, Culver a +2. They actually only play 1 game a day, so they started on Thursday.
Yep. Tough for those big boys to play 2 in one day.
It's tough for these kids to play 2 in 1 game. They'll play tomorrow, Saturday at 5:10, right here on the FedEx rink. So anybody interested in catching some U18 action, the Pens Elite will be here in the Lemieux Center at that time.
I believe there were some restrictions with MidAm with saying how much time you had in between games. So we've got a pretty lengthy time in between games tomorrow.
Speaking of that, tomorrow we play at 11:10.
And then what, 6 something?
7:50.
7:50. So.
And they'll be both right here at the Lemieux Center on the FedEx rink. We'll take on the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Pittsburgh Predators. Penguins with a pair of games against the Blue Jackets so far this year.
Yeah, not like decisive wins against either.
Any of these teams.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, just like they say, you got to play the game.
This Esmark team comes into this one at 27-30-5. The Penguins are 35-20-2. Esmark has played 62 games this year.
Yeah. Esmark is going to have a full minute 30 on this power play, fresh sheet of ice.
And they'll have that advantage. You're right. The fresh sheet of ice, we'll see how that works. We'll see how it deals with, Coach Nenavisa, the head coach of the Esmark Stars. A tactician kind of guy. I'm sure he's got a couple of notes from the first period of what he wants to see these guys do. And so we'll see what that looks like, as well as Coach Kevin Muller. Only 1 game of game film previous to this, so I'm sure he's seen some things from this Esmark team, and he wants to see the Penguins do a couple of things here in this one as well. So it looks like the Penguins are going to go with the penalty killing unit. Of course, your most important penalty killer is always your goaltender, Zeke Fagan. The defense will be 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and 34, Ryland Ofterhide. And up front for the Penguins, it'll be Mr. Faceoff, Jack Gostick, who's got a goal in this one, and Carter Shube.
And here we go. Final 16 minutes.
As Esmark bats the puck about, they'll come away with it. Back pressure by Shube. As Esmark controls at their own line, it'll be Nenavisa. Under pressure. Able to carry it down the wing, though. Looking in front, around a Penguin defender. Good back pressure by Shuby to free the puck up. Working it the whole way to this near corner.
Shuby flip. No.
Trying to get it out. It'll be chopped free by Gostick to center. Penguins got to be careful not to get on the wrong side. Good angle by Gostick.
Should have been offside.
As it'll be kept in at the line. Leneke, who has a heavy shot, will fire one off the blocker. I remember that shot from Mike days.
Yeah.
No icing as it went off a net of icing. Gostick will win the race. Pulling away with it. Finding and firing it wide. Shuby will get it inside the Esmark zone. Working it deeper. Couldn't quite pull it around Leneke. 30 seconds left on the power play as Armstrong will get on for Shub. Armstrong disrupts at the line. Pokes it free, but right to Williams. Williams with a shot. Good block by Starzy. Harris is on for the Penguins. As he gets control to the line, Jenkins will keep. He's an impressive defenseman in red. In front, looking backside. And Ross was there. He just couldn't connect on the shot. A good feed by Ritson. There's a penalty over on Julius. Puck bobs free, and Starzy tried to bust, or I'm sorry, Villela tried to break free. Penguins got to be careful there. A little tackle on Kassane. 7-on-7-8 there.
All evened up now. Pens are able to successfully kill off that penalty.
Here's a puck off of Carter. It'll come to Julius. He fires it around Armstrong. Couldn't control along the half wall. Esmark will gather the puck in. Off the glove of Julius. Chopped that by Starr. Gathered in by the Penguins, and they come flying out of their own end. The Constellation Kid, Starr. His position covered by Brody Carter. As Starr pinned against the boards. Armstrong follows him with a heavy hit. Bouncing to the point, Julius will gather. Firing it deep, rimming it all the way around. Starr changing for the Pens. As it'll come free to Julius. Across to Merlot. Merlot up for Paris. Paris has it in between his legs. As he spins it deep, Brody Carter will chase after it. Leneke banged against the boards, following on Filiaggi. Couldn't get control. Had it wiped out there. It'll be carried out through center. Here comes George. George pulling up. Knocked down. Rolling puck. Comes all the way out the center. E by Esmark. Under pressure. Real couldn't get it. He dove for it, but couldn't get a twig to it. It'll end up in the Penguins' end. Reversed by Merlot. Right there's an Esmark star to read it. Real backs off on the play. He'll pull off the wall with a wrist shot. As a crunch along the boards, that's Evans. Bringing it up, now Merlot along the half wall. Now Filiaggi will follow on. He shoves an Esmark player. Esmark will come away with it, though, with a wrister. It'll be gobbled up and held by Fagan. I want to see the Penguins take away that space.
Yeah.
It's backing off a bit of pucks in their own end.
Yeah, we're backing off a little bit, playing a little bit timid right now.
Yeah. Got to bang around in there a little bit. You don't want to wait for the puck to get to you.
Yeah, not the time to sit on your heels.
It's rimmed around for Real. Real chopping at it. Want to see him control that and try to run a breakout. It'll come free to Filiaggi, though. Wrist shot rises up over the cage. Sits on the dasher and is controlled by Althright, who goes back to the corner for Filiaggi. He gets cut in front of, and it's cleared. Here's Kaminsky with it, up to Filiaggi. Filiaggi with Evans, crisscrossing. Evans driving in, Filiaggi's wrist shot gets through everybody. Through a screen.
Yeah, he just cuts to the middle and fires a hard shot on net.
No shot's a bad shot.
No.
Crisscrosses there with Evans, who gets to the cage.
I mean, all three Esmark players just back into their goaltender, giving Filiaggi the lane to make it a 5-goal lead.
It'll be Gostick to take the face-off. Now, I do not know if there's a goal differential limit in these games. I don't believe they go running clock at all.
Usually it's 6 is like the limit.
6 or 7 is usually the goal differential limit, as Hartman stood up. But I know in Michigan's tournament there is no limit. And goal differential definitely comes into play at times in these tournaments. So
that was offside. Is that why Caesars ran the score up
25 to nothing? Yeah. Yeah, trying to make sure goal differential doesn't come into play for them.
Yeah.
Trying to set Michigan State tournament records for scoring.
Thought it was a lacrosse score.
Up comes McFall with the puck. Around 1. 3-on-2 develops as he'll wrist one. It goes off of a stick high and over. Hartman getting there. He'll toss it deep. McFall, first one to it. Taking a bump but keeping body position as Gostick will pull the puck out in support. He's had an excellent game. That early penalty, but really has had an awesome game, as I'll say. It touched off the star defender, no icing here. Charging on Schub, it'll pop free Hartman across the top of the zone. He has it knocked away to center. Gostick will gather for the Pens. Has to delay, and Schub can't quite get on the side.
10-12 remaining in the period. Pens up 6-1. I'd like to say it's a commanding lead, but I'm not going to say it.
Face-off controlled by Esmark. Brady Parrish plays takeaway. Samias will follow on for the Stars and dump it in. He might be the one from Johnstown. I got a kid from Johnstown, where my wife's hometown, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Home of them there Chiefs.
What an interesting town that is, huh?
Actually, the Tomahawks now. Chiefs no longer in existence.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs of slapshot fame, as Armstrong bodies a Star down the wing. Carried on by Parrish, taken away by the Stars, will be offsides. This Esmark team went to Kyrgyzstan last year. I believe 47, I cannot pronounce the name. One of these players is Kyrgyzstani. They made an international trip playing the likes of like Romania and came away with the tournament win. They wore USA jerseys, which was pretty cool.
Long flight.
Yes. It'll be real. Deflecting it in. Iliagi challenging Ike, sending it across. Evans will shoot one, and it goes through the crease. Kaminsky now real. Real out of the corner. Arm raised for the official.
They're giving probably a hooking call against Jack Reel.
Oh, Penguins got to snap that around a little bit. They got the extra attacker here. It'll be Carter. Now Ofty. To Evans, one-timer stopped by Coljohn. And swatted out by an Esmark defender. It'll be a hook. You were right. And the Penguins will head to the man advantage.
8:51 here.
It'll be Filiagi, Reel, Evans, Ofterhide, and Kaminsky. The 5 flightless Birds on the man advantage. Hold by Ofty. He puts it down the wall. Good play by Biddle to break it up, but the Penguins will advance it further. Evans spinning off of a check. Hitting against the boards, taking it away. Here's the Stars. They'll send it up to center. Ofterhide defending. Kaminsky with the back pressure. Penguins with numbers here as they turn it. Across for the real deal. He's in. Right side. Winding. He couldn't quite get the shot off. Good play by Jenkins to break it up. Penguins will set up now. Ofterhide tapping for Filiagi. Looking, firing, and Filiagi on the man advantage as the pizza boy delivers.
That was hot. The pizza was hot there.
Firing it from that top of that circle.
I'm going to give Ofterhide credit on that play because he kind of got handcuffed a little bit at the point and was able to just tip it over to Filiagi, where he's able to walk in and just rip one low blocker side.
It'll be Gostick for the Penguins, leading 7-1. Ritson will fire it into his own end. Lennicky will toss it across. Picked off by Starr, offside on the Pens. Hartman still in the offensive zone there. Who's out there on the chat anymore? Kind of died down after the intermission.
Looks like
Timeout?
calls a timeout.
Oh, they have him.
Maybe a little too late.
You don't get anything for keeping him.
No. I'm sure Coach Nate's just, hey boys, keep playing hard, keep playing hard. 8 minutes left.
Indiana leading 4-0. Over on the other sheet. Who won the other game? It looks like the Columbus Blue Jackets emerged victorious by a 4-2 score over the Pittsburgh Vengeance. So tomorrow morning we'll have a pair of unbeatens.
Yep.
In the MidAm. 11-10.
No stranger to Columbus. Played him a few times. Nothing here, right?
No.
No.
Both out in Columbus. 4-2 wins, I believe, both for the Penguins. Fairly certain they've played this Esmark team a few times here. Actually, we'll have that data. Common opponents. Yes. Esmark 0-2 against the Blue Jackets. 5-3 and 4-2. Penguins, both their wins by the 4-2 score. Esmark trailing by 6 as the puck's picked off here by Gostick. I guess it's some of Coach Nate's message there, like, boys, this, like, you know, goal differential matters, pride matters. Go win your next shift. That would have been my man. Go win a shift. As Starr carries it deep. Harder tripped up. Following on, Hartman.
That's one thing we've learned in these tournaments, regardless if it's a,
Gostick lays a monster hit on Ross.
He just gave him a little thunder and some lightning.
Ike breaks the play up, and back come the Stars. It's Ritson with a wrister that goes off Julius's leg. Hartman come free. He's got Paris going with him. A 2-on-1 develops. Feathering it across once. Second time will go off the defender and wide to the net. Puck bouncing around. It'll be McFall coming away. His shot. All right, pass actually to Parrish. Comes free to Hartman between the legs. He tried to go between the legs for a finish. That's kicked away by Kolchak. McFall knocked down on the play. Parrish will follow on now. McFall to the point. Merlot winding, wristing one. That sails wide of the cage. Julius crashing down to keep it in. Stars will counterattack here. And on what will be an offside play on the Penguins as they tried to break it up at the line there.
As I was saying, you never know in these tournaments.
No.
You know, the team that's favored on the scoreboard doesn't necessarily win every game. So, you know, as far as Esmark's concerned, or Vengeance, or any of the teams that lose, I do agree that goal differential could be a determining factor. So
here's Shuby in over the line. Defended by Ike to the outside, knocked to the ice. Bouncing puck will be cleared by Esmark's Nenavisa. They'll find Watson. Watson trying to go around Kaminsky. It'll pop free to the corner. Off their hide there with a stick. Shuby gets position. Knocked down on the play. Middle digging deep along with Shuby. They battle for body position. He'll come free. Maybe that's again CS. I don't even think he has a vowel in his name.
that C's probably silent.
He might be the one from overseas. Anyway, here comes McFall free, leaving it up top. Paris to the backhand for a wrister.
Big Bird cuts to the middle on the backhand.
And Brady Paris says, do you mind if we dance with your dates, as he makes it 8-1. 5:33 to go here in the third period. It'll be Filiaggi to take the draw. Evans will pressure Lennick. Armstrong making his way up to this unit as it's tossed all the way around. And no icing here. Ritson will be the first one to it, pressured by Villela. They battle in the corner. Filiaggi in deep in support. It'll come to Evans. Evans avoids a check and pops free. Here come the Penguins. 3-on-3 to the zone. Back pressure. He tries to toe drag it around. It doesn't come free. No, Filiaggi missed the read. Starr was up on the play. Filiaggi will hustle back into the play as Ritson wrists one. 3-on-3 to the zone. The Penguin forward blew right past the top of that. And the Stars potentially had a 2-on-1 coming back, but he was able to get on his horse and hustle in there. Great back check. I lost the chat. I lost the bleeps. I've lost the sweeps and I've lost the creeps. As Filiaggi's dumped. Armstrong's run from behind. It'll be a penalty. .68 headed off.
Well, it was smart of Cruz there to keep us cool.
Yeah. Zamias.
Yeah, no reason to get into that now with a 7-goal lead.
Representative Ison looking for an explanation. I think the explanation is it was a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know how you argue that one.
He could have gotten a tripping call on the Filiaggi rush, too. He was hauled down, I felt like. Here's Gostick. Center point, his wrist shot blocked. And Esmark will clear. Julius Rio to Gostick. Gostick in over the line. He's hauled down. It'll be a penalty coming. And the Penguins will have a 5-on-3 here.
Well, the referees aren't calling the scoreboard, at least. You know, that was definitely a tripping call, so.
Yeah. So with 4:12 to go, Penguins will have a 5-on-3 advantage. They're going to deploy Merlot and Julius, the point men. The fine wine and Orange Julius. I guess it depends on your age which one you like better. Because I was a big Orange Julius fan when I was a kid.
You know, honestly, I don't know that I've ever had an Orange Julius.
No way.
Yeah.
We're going to the mall. You know what? At Cine-TV on Venmo, send us some money. We're going to go buy Coach Julius and Orange Julius at the mall.
I did tell people that it was my grandfather that owned it. But,
Orange
yeah, I don't
Julius.
know that I've ever had one, to be honest with you.
They're glorious.
Jack Real with no stick, he's playing.
And he's going to hit an Esmark player he's going to get a penalty for it. Interference, and it's a right call. You can't hit a kid. But neither of you have the puck. So the Penguins will make it 4-on-3 now. As turns into a little bit of a weird ending here.
Yeah.
To what's been a really good game.
I will give the officiating crew some props.
Oh, they've been great.
Yeah.
Here's Kaminsky behind the Penguins net. 4-on-3 power play here for the Pens for 25 seconds. It's off their hide lugs, the biscuit. In onside. Carter with a shot, and oh, I thought it found the back of the net. Kaminsky's in front, just getting poked at and prodded, and now he's going off. That's terrible. They were cross-checking him, and now Kaminsky takes a penalty. That's a tough one. And they're sending him all the way off. A 10-minute misconduct. Now, it won't go on the board, but, I mean, I don't know. You get cross-checked so many times, and the words earn you a trip to the showers early.
Yeah, it has to be the chirps, that's all. I just hope he's not out for tomorrow's game.
Parrish goes forward with it. Able to control to the corner. 10 left on the one-man advantage, a 4-on-3. Before Esmark will get one player back, make it 4-on-4, and they'll have a 30-second power play of their own as Valella's wrister sails over the 4x6. Behind is Carter. Esmark with one back. Penguins working off the half wall. Carter comes in, backhands it across, looking for Parrish, goes right between the legs. Parrish hooked up to the corner. Following on Carter as it's chopped out. On charges Watson. Watson stood up as he went between the legs of Star. Great job to cut in front, make contact, not finish the check, and not get an interference call there on Starzy. As it Star to the corner. Lofted up. Martin tries to keep it at the point. Star now. Deep in his own end. 2 to go. Esmark is on the power play here for 10 more seconds. As Valella to the half wall, kept in by Martin, poked by him by Paris. Here comes Paris against Lenicky as he cuts to the middle. It's poked to the corner. Paris maintains control across. Hartman with a shot, and that finds its way through. Dilly Hartman.
Oh, that's all Brady Paris there. I mean, it's a 1-on-4 in the corner. He just
beats them all.
He just comes out of the corner, makes a pass over to Dylan, and he just sticks it in for the 9th goal of the Penguins. So
it'll be Miliagi on the draw, controlled by Esmark. Rossel getting the zone, leaving it for Kaminsky. His shot, loved by Fegan. We mentioned a special one here for Zeke Fegan, a former Esmark star, making his way over to the Penguins at the beginning of this season. Will Hanner not in this game. He was a Penguin goalie last year for Esmark, as well as Ritson, a former Penguin. A couple of these stars, former Penguins as well. So I know Nenavisa played here quite a few years.
Yeah, a lot of boys.
Ike.
I used to coach Grant Williams at the Badgers years ago.
Jenkins, former Penguin as well. These boys familiar with this barn for sure. Penguins with 39 shots, according to the scoreboard. Esmark with 13. Minute and a half to go.
Yeah, Fegan with the one blemish, and I mean, otherwise he's been pretty solid.
Yeah, Penguins with 9 unanswered here. As Kassane comes up. Getting it to Ritson. Ritson to Ross. 2-on-1 developing over to Kassane, backhander. Good stick by the fine wine Merlot. Good job ripping through there by McFall, who hit Viliaggi. Couldn't quite control it. He was about to be sprung for the breakaway, looking for the HT. Viliaggi out of the corner. His centering pass to the point for Valella, but it'll come free to center. Last minute to go in the game here, as it'll be offside. Face-off will come in the neutral zone, just outside the Esmark line. 54 seconds to play. For the game in hand here for the Penguins, we'll be back in action 11:10 tomorrow. Shuby at the Penguins line. To the outside. He'll toss it deep. No icing here. Armstrong in to get it. He'll try to come together with Nenevisa. Nenevisa sidesteps it. Work back out the center. Villela off the stick of Shub. Carried in by Armstrong. Toss deep. Shuby will jump in after it. And Armstrong heads off.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the official
He's right there.
I mean, I used to play with his older brother. We're just going to let this clock run
apparently
out.
the clock is running down here. And the raucous crowd here at the Lemieux Center cheering on the Penguins as they emerge 9-1 victorious over the Esmark Stars. They'll have a tough battle tomorrow.
They certainly
I think they
will.
got to get back into some of those good habits we saw early in the game.
Yep.
Late in the game, got away from it a little bit. But
And it's hard when you're up by, 4, 5, 6 goals. Summer League turns into.
So we'll see everybody back here tomorrow morning at 11:10. No games will start early, from what I understand.
No, nothing.
So nothing starts early.
Could
We'll get
start
these
late.
boys home, a good night's rest, some food in the bellies maybe tonight, and good healthy breakfast. And it'll be, I think tomorrow is going to be one heck of a game.
I think it's going to be a great game.
So join us then here on City TV for cameraman Chris Merlot, producer Nick Paris, color commentator Jason Julius.
Good
I'm
night,
Jamie Evans.
everybody.
Good night.